Lecture number 12, Development of Recipes for New Types of Ready Meals. Plan of the lecture, development of new recipes of ready meals, calculation of energy value, taking into account the peculiarities of obtaining a new product in the preparation of the first and second courses, compliance with the requirements of raw materials and processes in the production of finished products. Nowadays, ready-made meals are now more available than ever in both supermarkets and online. But are they nutritious and worthwhile? Pros: like meal kit delivery services, convenience is a huge factor for ready-made meals. For many busy individuals, cutting out all cooking time into the week, as well as the reduced need to shop for groceries or plan meals, can support a healthy, consistent diet. Ready-made meals can also be versatile to suit needs, as they can be bought in store for immediate consumption, kept in the fridge as meal option of busy days, late night work, scanners, or feeding hungry family members when you have your own commitments to attend to. Frozen and used for emergencies, reducing the reliance on nutrient-poor take-out options. Delivered to your front doorstep as a part of a weekly meal plan that matches your health and nutrition goals. Specifically chosen to address certain medical or nutrition requirements such as weight loss, insulin-resistant diabetes management, or food intolerance, and more economically viable due to potential reduction on food wastage. Okay, about cons. Variety can be a barrier as consuming ready-made meals regularly may limit flavor options, which can result in menu fatigue over time. Reduced enjoyment from meals can subsequently lead to skipping meals and turning to other less nutritious options to replace the flavor satisfaction you missed in your meal. The wide range in portion size of ready-made meals can also be a barrier if you do not know what total energy and the macronutrients, for example, carbohydrates, fats, and protein portions are best for you. Energy content can greatly differ from 390 calories a meal, so having an understanding your individual needs before purchasing is important. Furthermore, some ready-made meals may not contain adequate portion of specific components to meet your needs, like carbohydrate, for example. Inadequate carbohydrate intake could negatively impact how much energy you have in the petrol tank to actively exercise and think clearly at work, or they may not have enough vegetables to contribute to your daily fiber and nutrient needs. To make sure ready-made meals are both tasty and able to preserve, manufacturers will often add generous amounts of salt. For those with an existing elevated blood pressure, salt reduction can be beneficial to lower these levels. Our general recommendations as a dietitian is look for brands with salt uh, not higher than 120 milligram per 100 gram. A barrier to some individuals would be that many ready-made meals will also not take into account intolerances. Also, there are many gluten and lactose-free options available. Development of recipes for new types of ready meals. It is important to handle ready-to-eat food safety to protect it from harmful bacteria and allergens. Ready-to-eat food is food that will not cooked or reheated before serving. This includes salads, cooked meats, smoked fish, desserts, sandwiches, cheese, and food that you have cooked in advance to serve cold. What about safety point? When preparing and handling food, you should keep ready-to-eat food completely separate from raw meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and unwashed vegetables. Make sure work surface, chopping boards, knives are clean and disinfected. If you have prepared raw food, ideally use separate chopping boards and utensils for ready-to-eat food. Keep ready-to-eat food conserved at all times during preparation and storage. Follow the manufacturer's instructions on how to store and prepare the food if these are available. When preparing foods, vegetables, and salad ingredients, peel, trim, or remove the outer parts as appropriate. Wash them thoroughly by rubbing vigorously in a bowl of clean water. Wash the cleanest ones first. Wash your hands before and after handling fruit and vegetables. If you have prepared vegetables that have the dirt or soil on the outside, clean and then disinfect chopping boards and work surface before preparing other food. Make sure you keep ready-to-eat food cold enough. See chilled storage and displaying chilled food in the chilling section. Do not use ready-to-eat food after the use-by date if there is one. For food you have prepared or removed from its original packaging, you should have a method of keeping track of when food should be used or thrown away. Make sure you keep ready-to-eat food cold enough. See chilled storage and displaying chilled food in the chilling section. Do not use ready-to-eat food after the use-by date if there is one. Okay, if you slice cooked meat, make sure you follow the manufacturer's instruction when you clean the slicer. Avoid handling to the meat as much as possible. It is a good idea to use clean tongs or slice meat straight onto a plate. Calculation of energy value. The water system is used in food industry to determine the total calorific value of food employing the 494 method. This system applies energy conservation factors to the macronutrients carbohydrate, fat, protein, and fiber. The average values of energy are expressed as the number of calories per 1 gram of the macronutrients. That water general factor system includes energy values of per 4 kilocalorie per gram. For protein, it's about 17 kilojoule, 4 kilocalorie gram for carbohydrates, and 9 kilocalorie per gram. It is about 37 kilojoule for fat. Alcohol is also technically considered a macronutrient and contains 7 kilocalories per gram. For instance, if you have a food that contains 20 gram protein, you widely multiply 20 by 4 to give 80 calories supplied by protein in that food. A more extensive general factor system has been derived to include organic acids used in food preservation at 3 kilocalories per gram. It is about 30 kilojoules per gram, and the polyols at 2.4 kilocalorie, it's about 10 kilojoules. These figures were originally determined by using a bomb calorimeter and measuring the heat of food combustion and the res, resultant amount of energy the food produces. Taking into account the peculiarities of obtaining a new product in the preparation of the first and second courses, compliance with the requirements of raw materials and process in the production of finished products. Raw materials, including ingredients, processing aids, and packaging, and are the foundation of finished food products. As such, they must meet not only your specification but also regulatory requirements. Raw materials, ingredients, processing aids, and the packaging materials are the foundation of finished food products. As such, they must meet regulatory requirements. Historically, research and development worked alone when selecting a new raw material, but now a broad team of expertise is needed due to increased access to unique and complex materials, global sourcing, handling methods, customer location, and regulations. The team assesses if the materials has limitation or may be too costly to handle and determines if additional measures are necessary to prevent potential safety issues for the employees and the product. Traditional roles. A description of team responsibilities help in the understanding of the diverse expertise needed to identify key raw materials characteristics. Research and development invents the finished products to meet the customer's expectation. Quality ensures that the program and the practices will result in finished products that is safe, is legal, and meets the company standards as well as specification outlined by research and development. Production from receiving to shipping handles the raw materials and in process and finished products in an appropriate manner, including equipment capability to ensure the finished product is safe, is legal, and meets research and development specifications. Sales works with the research and development and the customer to define and negotiate an acceptable product with an affiliated price point. Here you will find the references. First one is Innovative Planning of Scientific Developments in the Food Industry, author Zenina, Functional Food Products and Their Development, a monograph by Bobrenev, and the modern technologies of functional food products we have listened, and the food lab, better home cooking through science by G. Kenji Lopasalt, and the last one, the flavor matrix, the art and science of pairing common ingredients to create extraordinary dishes by James Brishan. Thank you for your attention. For the consultation, you can come to the auditorium 205. It is located in Corpus 2A, and here you will find my telephone number.